Hello folks, welcome to another video on the channel. This one is a very special one actually, because this is the Just Flight Hawk T Mark 1A in Aerofly FS2. It's just been released yesterday and I just had to show it off because I have fond memories of this aircraft in X-Plane 11. And well, I've always said this guys, but Aerofly FS2 is the best simulator for a pure VR flying experience. It just is. It's so fluid and incredibly smooth that an aircraft of this caliber coming to this sim is very exciting indeed. Now, as you can see, as you pan around, the level of detail, the PBR work is just beautiful. It is gorgeous. And this, of course, is the Red Arrow's livery, because this aircraft in the real world is very famous for being the main aircraft for the Royal Air Force aerobatic team, the Red Arrows of course, but also it's the RAF's main jet trainer at RAF Valley. Now there's plenty of liveries that you can get with this package and they all look magnificent. As you can see here, if we really get close and personal, because you know I like to see all the details, the landing gear, the struts, the suspension linkages, they look fantastic, as does that light, wow. But not only that, they move around and even the tyre compresses as you sort of taxi, as I'll show you in a moment. But just look at this, it looks gorgeous. In fact, it actually looks better than the X-Plane version, so I've no idea how they've managed to achieve this, but it just looks beautiful. It's the same story inside the cockpit, if we just go in here. Now look at this, it is very convincing indeed, and it's quite novel to actually have an aircraft of this detail and perfection in this sim, because we just haven't had it before. And Just Flight have a number of aircraft, GA aircraft like the 152 and another one, the Tomahawk, which and there's another one as well, isn't there? There's a twin engine I can't remember the name of, but it's great that they're actually bringing a military jet to the sim. Now one thing I absolutely love about this particular aircraft is, you can see here, there's a configuration menu which can be used if you just click this button here, which is very discreet. I love how you you've even got the sort of fighter style, what would you call it, like safety catch there that you just press, and this brings up this menu here, and you can configure your own aircraft. You can even have missiles aboard your jet. I'll just come back here, look at that, wow. But obviously that looks a bit wrong on a Red Arrow, but you get the idea, it looks superb. So we'll just take them off. You can get the ladders out there so you can safely disembark, but also you can mess around with some of these other options, like open up the, I guess you'd call it the nose storage area. I have no idea what that is, but never mind, that's the technical term. And if you just shut the canopy here, there we go. That is brilliant. So anyway, we're going to take this bird up from Samerden in Switzerland. So this particular Red Arrow is a long way from home, and we're going to perform a little display over here for the local residents. So as we taxi out here, you can see the landing gear moving around. I'll just put the brakes on. Look at that. That's very real. Really convincing. And look at the shine on that canopy as well. So now that we are lined up, it's time to see how she flies and listen to those sounds. Here we go. Oh, very nice. Brakes off. Building speed and maintaining centre line the best we can. 100 knots already. Actually, that's probably miles an hour actually. 130 miles an hour, and we'll get airborne. Very nice. So as we climb out over Samerden here in Switzerland, I'm trying to find the right word to describe how this sim makes me feel. It's just an amazing experience that brings about a feeling of flight that I can't really capturing any other sim, and it's refreshing to see that Just Flight are one of the very few developers out there that are still supporting Aerofly FS2 and taking the risk and developing such a, I mean, it's not study level, don't get me wrong, but it's a really highly detailed representation, and you know, you get the real experience of what it must be like to fly a Hawk T-Mark 1A. And comparing this to the X-Plane version, it's better simply because of that fluid feeling that you get in this sim. In fact, what we'll do is we'll head back to the airfield and begin our little display. But let's see how she flies. What we'll do then, oh, listen to that, full power. That sounds exactly like a Hawk, and trust me, I see it in pretty much every day practicing at Scampton, because I live very, very close by. 400 knots, we're going to pull up into the vertical. Over the top, super smooth. We're getting 60 frames per second at the moment. That's completely unheard of in any other sim. Oh wow, yes, this is brilliant. And back down again. So that completes our first manoeuvre. We'll now do a 3-point turn. Look how sharp that feels. Through the cloud and back down the display line. And we'll go for a roll this time. Oh wow. Guys, this is a very special experience. You'd pay a lot of money to have an experience anywhere near this not long ago. Now, one manoeuvre that is quite hard to do in 2D mode, and that's you go up into the vertical and then make a 90-degree turn and then away from the airfield again. Do a bit of a roll here, checking the speed, 300 knots. Tell you what, she flies really, really nicely. And in terms of how the X-Plane version feels, the numbers are spot on. And then back down the display line again. Whoa! This is fantastic. See if we can do a 4-point hesitant roll. Something that flight models in many sims struggle to do, actually. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. How's that? That really does actually test the flight model out very well. Oh, I love these sounds. And the cockpit, it's just really beautifully smooth. The gauges all behave as you'd imagine. Even the reflections, you can see there the mirrors, they actually work and work really well. Okay, we'll do one last pass and we'll do a really high speed pass. See if we can get up to about 500 knots. And pull right up into the vertical. Actually, I think we're going to top out about 400 knots. There we go. And here we go. Oh, that is that is amazing. Love it. What is this going to be like in the Reverb G2, guys? Well, I'll tell you what, you'll find out very, very soon indeed, because it's on its way right now as I speak. And I reckon, in fact I know, you're going to be seeing a lot more of this aircraft in the coming weeks. I've done it again, guys. Just Flight have pulled it out of the bag yet again. Really showcasing what this sim can do when top developers get behind the platform. So what we'll do now, guys, we'll make a run-in and brake. Oh, do you know, this sim is just so good at giving you that feeling of flying. It's a completely different experience to the heavyweights, say DCS and X-Plane. It's totally different, and I urge all of you to experience this. It will make you giggle. It really will. And right now I think we all need a bit of a giggle, to be honest. Here we go, we're going to do a run-in and brake, full power. Bit of a fancy one here. One thing I'm really surprised about, actually, she flies really, really well. Like, I know people moan about the flight modelling in Aerofly, but don't forget, guys, this sim has the most realistic helicopter flight physics you'll find in any simulator. That's right, guys, seriously. And when, you know, the aircraft are done right, like this one, the flight physics are spot on. Right, we'll get the gear down and we'll get the speed brake out as well. In fact, I'll go to the back view just so you can see speed brake come out. That will not be enough, I think. Flaps down and we'll extend the gear. So guys, thank you so much for watching this sort of first look of the brand new Just Flight Hawk. I hugely recommend it. It is a joy to fly, and as I say, you'll be seeing plenty more of this bird when I'm doing my Reverb G2 tests. I'm actually expecting it to arrive today, but we'll see. Here we go. Being quite tentative here. I haven't landed this bird that many times yet. There we go. I'll take that. So there we have it, guys, the Just Flight Hawk. Absolutely beautiful aircraft. I'll put a link in the description below so you can go straight to it, download it, fly it, enjoy it. It will make you smile. Until next time, guys, I'll see you very soon. Bye bye for now.